So write down first a constructor. Please open your notebook. Write down.
म्यूट करना होगा.
Point number 2. Has the same name as the name of the class. So what I said? First thing I said, it is a method, and the most important characteristics is same name as the name of the class. Okay. So if I say there is a class book, so we have string b name and we have a string b author. Is that clear? Now we have a method with the name book. Within that method you can write anything, whatever you want to write. B name equals to, let us see, and B author equals to Kanitkar. So, why I am writing a constructor? What is the reason we are having a constructor? So, to understand it in a better way, a constructor. So, the third point, please write down, a constructor contains the method which is executed first, during the object instantiation, and if constructor execution fails, then object creation also fails. So it means whenever we create an object of a particular class, the first thing that executed was the constructor. So why I have this constructor? That what is the advantage of this constructor? See, everything in the whole world come with some default settings. Yes or no? You will have some default settings.
Yes, sir.
Everything. Even human beings are also come up with some default setting. Tell me, is there anyone who teaches how to cry to just a child while he is or she is born? Nobody. But whenever it enters into our real world, they cry. But nobody teaches them how to cry. So this is something default feature. In the same way, when we want to define an activity about a class, we should define, we should have defined some default characteristics of that particular object for that particular class. That's why we define constructors. Okay. So point number 3, you wrote point number 3.
Yes, sir.
Point number 4, write down. A class may contain
Yes, sir. Yes.
more than one constructor. A class may contain more than one constructor, which is known as constructor overloading. So there is new term come in our mind. Constructor overloading. So here we have a constructor overloading. Here we have a constructor overloading. So we may contain constructor with having more than one constructor. So here, see, there is one constructor. We may add another constructor. Book in text. We may write something. So a class have more than one constructor. Okay, is that clear? Up to this is clear. So what I said, first of all I said a constructor is a method. Then I said it has the same name as the name of the class. Then I said it is the first method that gets executed when we instantiate an object, or you can say when we create an object. And then I said a constructor have, then I said a class have more than one constructor. Now, constructor overloading. So put a heading, constructor overloading. This is the last topic of today.
Constructor overloading মানে কি function overloading এর মতনই?
You can say the same. Yeah, but we here function overloading actually is not at all a part of Java. Okay, it is not at all a part of Java. So it is, here there is no term like a function. We have always the term like method overloading. Okay, so here as I said that a class book, then I said string bname, then I said again string bauthor, then we have a constructor book where I said bname equal to, let us see, then I said bauthor equal to Kanitkar. This is, then again we started with string p, bname equals to p, bauthor equals to p. Then void find book. Within that I have wrote system.out.println bname. Now see the beauty of this. So this is an example of constructor overloading. Now This is part 1. And again part 2. Class my book. Again last time what I wrote, public static void main string AR. Then see the beautiful concept of Java book B1 comma B2. So I have created two references now within memory. Now I have B1 and I have B2, both having null. Now then I wrote B1 equals to new book, and then I wrote B2 equals to new book and then I wrote B1 dot find book. Then again I wrote B2 dot find book. And this is completed successfully. So what I wrote in my first part, I wrote class book, string B name, string B author. Then this is constructor number 1, which is having no arguments. And here I have assigned B name as letter C and B author as Kanitkar. But I have now another constructor with the name, with one constructor with one argument, and that argument is of type string. And then I wrote B name equals to P and B author equals to P. Now I am adding one more line of code here. System.out.println thanks India. And here I wrote system.out.println thanks world. So in case 1 I wrote thanks India, and in case 2 means another constructor, I wrote thanks world. Now as I said, let us try to save this program. So what you will do, you write this program as I said, all these steps. So in step 1, open notepad. Step 2, write these two classes. Step 3, save this program as whatever you want, you can write. I am writing myover.java. So this is the name of my program, which is present inside the D drive. Okay. Now after saving this, I will compile. So once I am compiling, what you will do, it will create two dot class files. So there will be two, one book dot class, one another one my book dot class. Now when we run, so I am showing run over here. So this is the run part. So up to compile is okay. Now I am using run. So what I will do, I will go into the D drive and write Java. Again the same, my book. Why? Because it contains main method. While we run, we should put the name of the dot class file, which is containing the dot class file, which is actually containing the main method. Now once you run it, it will, as I said, what it will do, it will go directly to my book class and check whether it contains main or not. As it contains main, it start executing from first line. As I said, book B1, so there will be B1 null. Book B2, so there will be 2 null. So this is line number 1 execution completed. Now see, B1 equals to new book. When it found or it tried to instantiate this object, it go and check whether there is any constructor matching with this is available or not. See, book without any parameter. So it will go and try to start searching because its name and this name. That's why they are constructor. The names are same. So as it is, there exists one method with the same name book, it executing this first. So in memory, what happened? There will be B name and B author. So in B name, what it will do, in B name, it will put let us see. And B author, it will put Kanitkar. Okay. This is B1, 111. So this is linked with this. So 111. And this is again B2. So it is 222. So it is linked with this 222. And here also we have B name and B author. But here, so this line is completed successfully. Now come to this. B2 equals to new book Bala. So here we have constructor but have one parameter also. So it will go directly into the class and find out whether it is matched with the first one or not. No, it is not matched. So and again it will go and check with the second one. Is it matched with the or not? Yes, it is matched. So it will execute these three lines. So first B name equal to P. So what is P? Basically Bala. Because I am passing with this. So P contains basically Bala. So B name would be here from this line B name equal to P. It means it will contain Bala. Okay. And then again B author equals to Bala. So author is also Bala. Okay. So one more thing I have just missed out. The thing is that when B1 equals to new book, so let us see and Kanitkar is okay, but it will also print thanks India. So in the output I will get thanks India. Because it is also included in this constructor. So after execution of this constructor, only object creation or instantiation will be completed. So this line also executed. And then only the B part, B2 part will start. So B2 equals to new book, Bala. So it will come over here and then it will print. So first line executed, second line executed, all are will contain Bala and then system.out.println thanks world. So thanks world will be printed over here. In the output you will get thanks world also. So after executing B2 you will get thanks world. And then it will come to B1.findBook. So what is this find book? So in the class find book, okay, what I wrote system.out.println B name. So what is the B name of B1? So it will not go here. It will go here. And from this it will be linked with this. So B name is let us see. B name. So let us see. So in the output we will get let us see. And then so this will be completed and then B2.findBook it go and match with B2 and B name is Bala. So system.out.println so it will give you Bala. So what we have learned so far that in case of a constructor, okay, in case of a constructor we have two different aspects that you can call as per your need and it will behave as per your need. So in my case I have written two different methods with the same name but I managed to identify them uniquely within the class. So constructors should be defined in such a way that each constructor should be identified uniquely. Okay, so you can write also one more line. So there may be more than one constructor in a class. Write down. there may be more than one constructor in a class, but you should define them in a way that each of them can be identified uniquely. So we have done in that way here. By changing number of parameters, we have identified them uniquely. So when we create an object, they are being called correspondingly, and then we call as per our need. So this is how a constructor overloading can be performed in Java. So today we are completing our session over here. Thank you.